Hi, I'm Sally South. I'm the Collection Manager for the Australian Biological Tissue Collection here at the South Australian Museum. Currently in the Australian Biological Tissue Collection, which we call the ABTC for short, we have nearly 154,000 registered specimens. Some of these registrations have more than one tissue, so that's possibly nearly 300,000 tissues that I'm responsible for. We collect things for storage in the museum so that we can assess any changes over time and any differences between locations. The tissues can provide both genetic information and information on pathogens or environmental conditions that an animal has been exposed to during its life. There are some tissues in the collection from animals that are now extinct, so that means researchers are able to use them to discover things and possibly use this information to help stop whatever affected them from impacting on similar species which are still around today. For the ABTC, there is a frozen stored part of the collection and a part where the tissues are stored in DNA-grade ethanol. The frozen stored tissues are kept in 13 -80 degrees Celsius ultrafreezers in the basement at the Science Centre of the South Australian Museum. The ethanol stored tissues are kept in a temperature-controlled room with other ethanol stored specimens from herpetology, ichthyology, ornithology and mammalogy. Collection management is very important because each collection needs someone to look out for its welfare. We keep an eye on the storage and the state of the collection items, and we also assess the use of them by researchers. This is especially important with the ABTC because each tissue is only a finite resource. Once it has been used up, it will never be available again. As I am only part-time, I absolutely can't do everything required to manage the ABTC by myself, so we rely very heavily on our amazing volunteer Irene Summers. When researchers apply to access the tissues in my collection, they must justify why their research project is important enough to warrant the destruction of a finite scientific resource. Collection managers, along with research staff within the museum, assess each application and either grant the tissue use or reject the request based on what the tissues would be used for. I have sent tissue grants to China, England, America, and also just next door to Adelaide University.